Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for the time that has been given to me. Now I'm going to talk about present perfect continuous tense. But before I'm starting or begin to explain about present perfect continuous tense, I would like to introduce myself. Firstly, my name is Chandiaman Kalamanua. I'm the classmate semester economics study. Alright, now we're going talking about present perfect continuous tense. First, this is what the present perfect continuous tense. A present perfect continuous tense is some apart from the existing tenses, where the present perfect continuous tense is explained about an activity that have starting or begin in the past but still continue in the present and still not finished. So you have to remind the present perfect continuous tense is activity that have starting in the past but still continue in the present. Right? Good. Okay, the first is the form from the present perfect continuous tense. What is the form from the present perfect continuous tense? What is the general structure from the present perfect continuous tense? The general structure or the form from the present perfect continuous tense is starting from the subject plus have or has plus been plus verb 1 plus ing or aim. We use the verb 1 because these activities is happen at the moment or in the present, while we use ing because this activities is going to continue, is still continue and not finished. Firstly, we have to know has we use for subject he, she, it is, she, he, and it, while the have we use for subject I, you, we, and them. Now we are going to make an example from the present perfect continuous tense with using form that we have to learn before. Example, I have to use subject I. I have been working for 2 hours. So it's mean I'm working for 2 hours. I starting to working from the past. I am working for 2 hours, and I'm still working, and I'm not finished working. So that's mean I have been working for 2 hours. I'm working for 2 hours, but my working is not finished, but still continue. It is for the affirmative sentence, but how for the negative sentence? For the negative sentence, we just to put a not, have not, or has not for the sentence. For example, I have not been working for 2 hours. I have not been working for 2 hours. So we just put a not between been and the have or has. While for the interrogative sentence, we just put have or has in the form of the subject. Example, have I been working for 2 hours? Have you been working for 2 hours? Have you been watching this video for 2 hours? So that's the example from the interrogative sentence. The next point that you have to learn about present perfect continuous tense, we have two signal words about present perfect continuous tense. The signal words that we use in the present perfect continuous tense is for and since. Example that I have to use before, I've been working for 2 hours. For we use to describe an activities in doing in the period time. In the period time for 2 hours. So in the 2 hours, we are talking about the 2 hours. While since we just talking about activities that happen in the specific point time. Example from using the sense, my mother have been cooking this cake since 5 o'clock. So it's mean my mother cooking this cake since 5 o'clock but still continue. So I'm just talking about 5 o'clock, I'm not talking about another. Another example that make you more understood about for and since is example, I've been waiting for you for 2 hours. I've been waiting for you for 2 hours. So you're waiting for your friends. You're waiting your friends, maybe in a restaurant for 2 hours. So you can use a for. So you have talking about the hours, 2 hours. How long you have waiting your friends. While you can use, I've been waiting for you since 5 o'clock or since 3 p.m. So the since it's more specific point at the moment. So when we use this present perfect continuous tense, As I told you before that we use present perfect continuous tense firstly uh, to describe activities that started in the past but still continue. Tanima has been reading this book, Science on the Morning. So, Tanima is reading the book Science in the morning. He's still reading the book until at the moment. So, at the moment, we don't know. So, at the moment or the present, the Tanima is still reading the book and he will still continue to read the book. The next is we have to use present perfect continuous tense to tell about activities that start in the past and have finished recently. Remember, the activities is starting in the past but still recent, but in the recently have finished. For example, you have to call your friends. You have a problem. You call your friends. You have to ask his help. So you having you calling your friend, you're calling your friend, and your friend is not take your phone. And after that, your friend is come to, and after that, your friend is get to call you after that. And you see, hey, I've been calling you for 2 hours. So in the time, you have finished his calling, but it is recently finished. Another example is when you are going to the supermarket with your friend and some of your friend is not coming and you are waiting your friends, and your friends coming. Hey, and you can say, hey, we have been waiting for you since morning. So that's the sentence that you can use. So the present perfect continuous tense that have to you remember as the present perfect continuous tense is to describe an activities or something working that started in the past but still continue or just at the moment have recently finished. In the moment recently have finished. Alright, that's all about the present perfect continuous tense for me. And if there are any mistake in this my presentation, how you guys can apologize to me. And that's all about my presentation and good morning. Bye.